An important milestone reached today at Newport News Shipbuilding. The yard hosted a keel-laying ceremony for the Navy's next nuclear-powered submarine.
It's the USS Montana. 13 News Now reporter Mike Gunning tells us today's celebration marked the latest in a long line of successes for Hampton Roads' largest private employer.
The USS Montana will be the 21st Virginia-class fast-attack submarine produced by Newport News Shipbuilding in its special partnership with General Dynamics Electric Boat in Groton, Connecticut. In fact, the two companies have been cranking out 2 subs per year since 2011. This is the christening of the USS Indiana last April. The $2 billion vessels are highly prized by the Navy for their stealth technology. 48 in all are planned to be acquired through 2043 and are expected to remain in service past 2060.
The program is going very well, and we're very, very proud and pleased to be able to deliver this capability and these assets to the Navy so that the Navy can support the missions that it needs.
It will require less major overhauls and maintenance periods over the life, which allows it to do more deployments. But all the latest, greatest technology is going to be put on board Montana to be able to accomplish our mission.
Today was an important milestone, the keel-laying ceremony for the Montana, a source of pride for the Navy, the shipyard, and the sub's namesake state.
You know, being a state that's not on the coast, but knowing that this vessel will be keeping the United States safe means the world to the citizens of Montana and the citizens of the whole Pacific Northwest.
Construction began on the Montana in 2015. It's expected to be completed in 2020. Mike Gooding, 13 News Now.